Hi everybody, welcome back to the wonderful world of Stalker 2 on PC, and I've got a couple of really interesting mods for you that we're going to go through, and I'm going to show you how to install them. The first one is about improved stealth capability in the game, and the idea is that the mod will reduce the distance at which and the ability of AI NPCs to see you, particularly enemy ones. So when you're wandering around, especially in the dark in the forest, they won't see you as quickly. You know, we've all been there in that situation where you're merrily just wandering through the zone, through a wooded area, and then some AI start firing at you before you can see them. So the idea is it reduce that, especially when you're going in, sort of stealthy. Also, another mod to increase the melee range. And the idea of this mod is that, you know, when you're wandering around and there'll be a box on the floor and you've got to crouch down to whack it with your butt of your rifle or with your knife, that can be a bit of a pain as well. So that should address both of these things. Now, let me quit out of Stalker here so we can crack on and I can show you how to install them. Now, remember, when we're installing mods in Stalker 2, as with any game, the problem is with stability. The more mods you add, the less stable the game will be. Also, many of these mods that are just changing small things within the game, like melee range or visibility in terms of stealth, or ones that mess around with weight or the stamina and things like that. Some of the files that they edit are actually the same for a number of different possibilities, which means that you will get at some point interactions between these mods where they stop each other working. So you might find, for example, the increased melee range mod will adjust a parameter that another mod uses. So if you use both of them, one of them won't work. So be aware of that. I think what we're going to see over the next few weeks when it comes to mods, we're going to see a lot of mod packs where lots of the more common quality of life improvements like weight, stamina, melee range, jump height, all these things are going to come together in one mod pack, so you know they're not going to interfere with each other. Now, what I think you should probably do to start off with is, on your PC, I think it's probably a good idea to have like a Stalker 2 modding folder, and in this folder create subdirectories that have your individual mods in, because the actual mod files themselves at the moment aren't particularly complex. They're just a single .pack file in most cases, so it's easy to keep an eye on them. And we are doing this manually from Nexus Mods. You'll find the links in the description below this video. But there are going to be times where things stop working, so we need to delete our mods. And if we know where they are, we've got them in one place, it's a lot easier keeping them here than relying on everything being in the game files and kind of littering the game files with lots of different .packs. So anyway, what you want to do is you want to go over to Nexus Mods and say we start with the Axie 59 Stealth mod. Have a read of the description, and often it will describe any problems there may well be. Now, this stealth mod in particular may well interfere with other things, and also there's a bit of a debate about how well it works. Also, go and have a look at the posts and bugs section. Very important of this, because this is in date order, so you'll be able to see the latest problems or issues and or updates that have been applied to this mod. And then when you're happy that it looks like it still works, then you go to files and you want to download the latest version, or if there's some options, download the version that you want. And then with increased melee range, again, do the same thing. Have a good read of the description. Go and have a look in the post, see what problems people are having. In the future, what's going to happen is you'll find mods that have been orphaned where they're not being updated anymore, but the game is, so mods stop working, so you've got to watch out for that. But when you're happy, you can go to the files section, and with the increased melee range, you can choose what sort of what you want to do. So have the increased melee range with increased damage as well, so you can choose that. I just went for the increased melee range, and you download that. Now these will then appear in your downloads folder as zipped up files, so just take those, copy them, and then copy them to their own folder within your Stalker 2 modding folder. Then you need to find where your Stalker 2 files are on your computer. Now on my computer, for example, Stalker is here. So it's on Xbox Games, and you go into Stalker 2, go into Content, go into Stalker 2, go into Content, go into Packs, and then if you haven't got a mods folder or tilde mods, it's squiggly line mods, make one, and then you put your .packs here. If you struggle to find it, if you're on Steam, go to your Steam library, go to Stalker 2, go to Properties, go to Installed Files, and go to Browse, and that will take you to a window where they are. If you're on Xbox and you're using Game Pass, go to Stalker 2 in your library, click on the three dots, click on Manage, click on Files, click on Browse, and that will take you there as well. And you'll know exactly where they need to go. And then all you do is you take the two .pack files that we've got, one for the stealth and one for the increased melee range, and just paste them in here. Restart the game and crack on. As I say, there could well be problems with compatibility, especially as we start to install lots and lots of mods, and they're all changing little things. So I'd hope to see fairly soon larger in inverted mods, and they are appearing already on Nexus Mods, and they'll appear on moddb.com as well, where people are merging all of these common mods, all these quality of life mods, into single .packs that we can use, so you don't have to worry about them interfering with each other and cancelling each other out. Okay, so hopefully you found this useful. If you have it, like, want to see more, the same, press subscribe, and of course I'll see you again soon.